Hello, it's Donnie, and you are now listening to the Juicy Dreams podcast. Listen, Happy New Year to everybody. It's already off to a crazy start, so I don't know how y'all been feeling. I've been feeling like it's still a good energy, but it's jumping off so fast, and it's hitting off to the point where I'm like, ho ho ho, what are we really jumping into? But I'm gonna keep my mindset positive, even though I really don't know what's really going on, and you guys will understand why I don't by the end. So let's start off with some fun entertainment, because I'm a music girly. I like music, and Beyonce did an amazing performance at the halftime show at the Christmas game that they had. I think it was the Ravens and what was the other team? Houston. What's Houston team? Don't get me lying. I don't know, but it was the Ravens versus them. I think the Ravens won. Tore them up, and Beyonce was out there. Tour. I'm gonna show you all a little snippet of what she had going on. Just a little something, something. She was eating. I can't play it, y'all, because I can't play it because you know how they don't play over there. But an amazing performance as usual, and we are not surprised. Now, I do want to highlight some of the things that I really thought was so fire about it. She came out on a white horse and rode the horse and sang about two songs on the horse, gets off the horse, comes out, and then does a dance number. That's what everybody really wanted, was the dance number. Um, I mean, she really is just the bar. Like, who doesn't want to be as great of a performer, if you are a performer, as Beyonce? As great of a vocalist. You know what I mean? Like, she just really sets the bar. I really love that for her. But, one, I can't wait for I even get to the dark part. Is that on here? Yeah. I can't wait for her to put out whatever her third act is. And whatever that she teased after this performance is something that's supposed to come out on the 14th. Um, or is it the 13th? The 14th. I could have pulled that up, but I don't have it up here right yet. But the 14th is when she's dropping something. But also, Jay Z is still in court. What you call that, litigation about the allegations from the lady. With that child stuff. So hold on, let me pull that up, y'all. Hold on, because I just want to read. Basically, Jay Z had wanted to get the case dismissed, and first the judge denied it, but the judge is allowing for them to um, make another motion for for basically for a dismissal. So what it says here, hold on, let me get it together, y'all. I'm just learning this core thing. I mean this OBS thing is so fun. So it says the court has reviewed defendant Sean Carter's letter seeking leave to file a motion to dismiss plaintiff's amended complaint and plaintiff's letter in opposition. Accordingly, 1. Carter's request to file a motion to dismiss plaintiff's amended complaint is granted. By February 6, 2025, Carter shall file his motion. By February 28th, the plaintiff shall file his or her opposition papers. And by March 14th, Carter shall file his reply, if any. So I guess it's gonna all pop off before April, May. We'll be seeing what direction that this might be going, because basically they only got like 2 months to for everything to get filed out before the judge decides whether we going to trial with this, whatever the case might be. Me personally, I don't, based on what I read from the case and the girl's dad saying she was lying and all these other things, I don't know if it's really a strong case. Like, we're going to really have to see. So this is interesting, but I think that it steps on Beyonce's toes, and then the Super Bowl, and then all of this good stuff that we're supposed to, even with Blue Ivy and Mufasa, all of this stuff that we're supposed to be celebrating. And Jay-Z is tied up in this mess. It just really don't seem like it's the best time for a celebration for them. And it's unfortunate. But we'll see how that cookie crumble. I would hate for him to have been found guilty or something like that, or for us to be left feeling like he was guilty, even if he wasn't. You know what I mean? Anyways, They're saying that there's some aliens in the ocean and there's a parallel universe in the ocean. All of this to me is new news. I know I am quite the CT, if you know what that means. I do like to look into those kind of things, but the aliens in the ocean got me wondering, well, what really happened to them people that was on that ocean gate? Did they really pass, or was this another? Like, what really be going on? It's so many things coming out. It's government and CIA classified documents getting declassified from stuff that happened 75 years ago about technologies and projects and what you call it, experiments that was done on people that we had no idea about. Now we're just finding out 100 years later. So there's something that just doesn't really sit right with me, and the fact that it's 2025 and there's so much prophecy about end times and all of the strange things happening. I just find it so crazy that the government is just doing open disclosure. It's UFOs, it's drones, it's something in the ocean, it's something in Antarctica. I think that they want us to be desensitized. Like, we don't even really know what's going on. It's too much shit going on. How we supposed to feel? I don't know. Don't get me lying, because I honestly want the aliens pop out and fuck shit up so we don't have to keep going back to work. Who wants to go to work? Like, I'm tired. Anyways, a Cybertruck exploded in Vegas. Yes, let me play the clip, y'all. So this is the Cybertruck sitting out front of the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas, and boom. Now we are still trying to figure out what really all it was that happened. We're calling this a terrorist attack at this moment, but that's just from the general public. That's just how we feel about it. The climate that we're in right now. Excuse me. We just felt like, are we being attacked? I guess. And Elon said that it was fireworks in the vehicle, that it wasn't a malfunction of the actual vehicle, and somebody put some detonators and some bombs and some fireworks or whatever they put inside the car with the intention to blow up the spot. They wanted to blow up the spot. I believe it because there was another attack in New Orleans, and then I'm hearing, which I'll talk about that tomorrow because I haven't done my research yet, but I'm hearing there's another attack that happened in Philly. If this is true and there are really real terrorist attacks going on, this is a real problem. Now, the reason why people feel like this is a terrorist attack is because of the New Orleans incident that just happened yesterday. So I'm gonna, on New Year's Eve, I'm gonna show you guys the clip of that, a portion of it. It's not really graphic. Nobody got harmed in the clip that I'm showing. Well, you can't see it. And basically with the combination of these two, it's not looking good. People are feeling like, oh, are we is this related to one another? So here comes the man riding down the road. Um, yeah. I ain't gonna keep playing that a whole bunch of times because I don't know if I don't know if that's considered graphic, but that was a part of the incident, and 15 people are dead, I believe. No, 15 people or more were injured. I know a lot of people passed away. Hold on, I want to get this other clip up here. Well, it's not a clip. I want to get some more information. Okay, so it says the friend of a New Orleans attacker, Shamsa Din Bahar Jabbar. That's the man who did it. They said that he converted to Islam and began acting erratically in the recent months. The behavior caused him to have limited contact with his children. Now, this is coming from a friend of his. And they got a picture of him on here. Let me see if I can get it loaded up on Twitter. Mm. Mm. Okay, guys, I found him. This is the man that is responsible for the attack in New Orleans. So when you put together the Cybertruck explosion, and then you put together this New Orleans incident where this man drove a truck into 15, well, yeah, 15 or more people, that is quite concerning to start our year off with. I mean, I just really don't know what's going on, y'all. Is it end times or is it just people always been crazy? Okay, so amidst all of the chaos and the drama, lightning struck the Washington Monument, the Empire State Building, and the Capitol Building. And this was on New Year's Eve. I think people are taking some of this stuff. Let me show y'all the clip. People are taking some of this stuff as like an omen. People are feeling like this happened and then the people got hit and then the car exploded. Like people are stressed out. And I want everybody to keep a positive mindset. We are coming into a brand new year. This is ridiculous. This shit is wild. But I don't want us to get off to a start where everybody's scared and nobody's worrying about the positive things anymore. Nobody has um any real positive like expectations out of it. I want people to still keep their hopes high, still set goals, and still plan on having a good year, even though stuff is starting off a little bit rocky. Now, I made a New Year's resolution to do a 60-day cleanse to not drink any alcohol. And the partying just needs to take a little quick, push to the side, a little back burn, a little, deep. Uh, uh. Can't even find the words. The shit just needs to stop for a little bit so I can focus on what needs to be focused on and just have a clear mind and just be in a space where I'm setting positive goals and showing myself my willpower and strength. So that's something that I want to do. I started yesterday. It's going to be a 60-day cleanse. And after that one's up, I think I'm going to pick another thing and do another 60-day cleanse. But I was inspired to do it by Armon Wiggins, and I'll talk about that a little bit more in a second. But put y'all New Year's resolutions down in the bottom because I want to know what we doing and I want to hold y'all to it. I'm going to be checking. Anyways, Chris Brown takes Africa on a positive note. And Chris Brown was in Africa, I think they said for 2 days in a row. And he brought out over 92,000 people. Now, I've always loved Chris Brown. That's nothing surprising to me. I think the real shock factor was that his music translate overseas as to where a lot of people's music does not. Everybody's not going to be able to even sell out an arena, let alone a stadium for two different show nights. So Chris Brown absolutely did his big one, and he needs his tens. I think what I want to see Chris Brown do is stop being blackballed. Like, I mean, I get it. Abuser this, abuser that. Can I even say that word? See, so many trigger words. I get it. But it's like, at the same time, there are so many other people that have been out here doing things that they've been exposed for, caught for, and then people just sweeping under the rug. So I'm trying to figure out, why is this selective outrage? Like, I'm not going to get into it right now because I don't have enough time to. But there are several people who are abusers that you guys love, that you guys support wholeheartedly. So when it comes to Chris Brown, who has had some scenarios that was fishy, and then he had some little stuff going on with Rihanna all that time ago, I don't think that should really stop him from getting support, him from getting Grammys, him from being able to do his Michael Jackson tribute. Like, it's just so many things that Chris Brown has to suffer for that I think is people just projecting onto him at this point. Like, if I haven't heard no stories of him doing anything, I'm not going to keep bringing up all that old stuff. I'm really not. When there's people out here touching, I ain't even about to go there with y'all right now. I'm not. So anyway, I thought I had a clip for this, but I don't. It's just a little bit of tea. So Chloe Bailey You know I love Chloe Bailey. I always stick up for my girl. She was out there in Lagos with Burna Boy. They was saying my girl was high. She had her sunglasses on. Let me see if I can pull it up. They was saying my girl was high. And I don't think she get high, y'all. They was saying she was in love. Here we go. I found the clip. They like, girl, I know that look when I see it. But she out there with Burna Boy. They vibing. And I think that they might be working on some music or something like that. Other people say clearly they're dating just based off the body chemistry and all of that good stuff. I don't know. But everybody knows that Chloe has some sort of entanglement with Gunna. And he ended up out there in Lagos too, like 2 days later, like a day later. And so that became like a trending topic. I was like, don't make my girl Chloe look like this. Like, my girl Chloe is not this way. Like, my girl Chloe is not this way. She just do her music. She stay out the way. She's not a messy girl. Y'all not going to paint my girl like this. But she was out there. Everybody popped out because I think Chris Brown was, don't get me lying, I think Chris Brown was out there too at the time. So Africa just had all the stars at the time, all the American stars out there. Now, I'm going to move on to my segments. This episode ain't going to be all night. Okay. I got I got my Juicy Dream Awards to give out. Flo Milli is getting an award for her Embrace It verse. Let me see if I can play a is that gonna get me in trouble, y'all? Hold on. I think it might get me in trouble. I might only be able to play like 2 seconds or nothing at all. I'll just show y'all the visual of what she looked like. Because I really don't want all this hard work and they take my video down. I'm gonna be salty. So this is Flo Milli on the song Embrace It with rapper N Dots and Sexy Red. Now, the only reason I highlighted Flo Milli is because it's not her song, but she definitely got the best verse on there. Like, it's so hard. I love it. And she just been hard for a long time, but I think she's finally getting some like spotlight, and I don't know. I think I'm just hearing her name more, if that makes sense. I don't know. But she's been around for a while. I've always known she's talented, and I'm giving her the Juicy Dream Awards this week for that verse on Embrace It. Maybe I'll put the link in the bio for you guys so you can check it out. But I also wanted to give Chris Brown a Juicy Dream Awards for filling up that stadium. And I'll show y'all the stadium one more time so y'all can see how he had this thing packed out. He really did have it packed out. Mute that. He really he really had it packed out, y'all. That's the stadium. So shout out to Chris Brown, and I just feel like he's black excellence. Like, we have to stop just blackballing this man. We have to stop ignoring when history is made. We have to stop. What are the gets hater? And I don't want to, hate on Chris Brown or any of the black community. I want to uplift us and keep us motivated. Like, I don't think Chris Brown is too happy about the things that they've done to him to stop him from showcasing his talent. I don't know. Anyways, the Pussy Tuner Privilege this week goes to Armon Wiggins for his 60-day cleanse. Let me see if it's on here too. I'll pull that up. Next time I'll be better prepared, y'all. I'm just learning this, but ain't gonna take me long, man. You don't have to worry about me. You do not have to worry about me, okay? I'm gonna Google it because I know that it was also on his YouTube page now. I didn't buy the book yet, but okay, here we go. It's the Manifestation Journal. Okay. So this is the book that he put out for a 60-day manifestation cleanse. It's not just for the new year. It's for any, time that you decide to start. But I decided that I want to participate, and I was inspired by it. I think it's really cool. I think that for somebody who does the kind of content that me and him do, like, you're doing gossip, you're doing messy things, and you kind of want to put some energy into yourself as well. You don't just want to talk about everybody else and get lost. And you also want to set goals and grow. So I think this is really going to be helpful for me. Anybody else who wants to join, I think y'all should join it and maybe watch his videos because he does like he say he's going to do a video every day during the 60 days. So if anybody wants that encouragement or anything like that, I will go over to his page and link up. You know what I mean? And get some of those resources. Another group that I want to give the Pussy Tuner privilege to is the Phag Talk Show with T.S. Madison and Craig the Writer Stewart. Now, I've been watching this show since they started it, and I've been watching T.S. Madison for a long time through all her different shows, the Maddie in the Morning, the Queen Supreme Court, all of the stuff. I love the lady. I just think that what they're doing is so great that I want to give them the Pussy Tuner privilege every single week. Like, I just want to give it to them, keep giving it to them, keep giving it to them. Because I think, and this is not a slight neither when I say this, but I think because they're older, and not old, but older, that they kind of have this sort of wisdom to them, and then they have this don't give a fuck about it. But then it's not because it's for a clout chase. It's because they're at that age where it's like, I know myself, I know who I am, I got my life set up, and whoever don't want to be around me, kick rocks. And that's very inspiring, especially being in the community, because people always put the community like, y'all not the main stars, y'all the background, y'all, you know what I mean, y'all supporting cast. I'm not personally supporting cast. So it's so intriguing to see what it looks like to be fully grown, fully realized, gay, trans, and still that bitch. And still, pop your shit. And the things that they talk about are some of the conversations that everybody wants to pussyfoot around. People don't want to talk about, the trans conversations. People don't want to talk about, like Craig talks about, black, gay, and aging. People just don't. They don't want to talk about it. And they were very, very strong in their political beliefs with voting for Kamala in the Democratic Party and being against Project 2025 and all of that. So I just feel very empowered by them and inspired by them. So I'm going to give them the pursuit of privilege as well. And for an affirmation, I would say, every day, I just strive to be better than I was yesterday. Because I think that's realistic. I think people say affirmations and say stuff to themselves that they don't even believe. Like, you don't believe that. You know what I mean? And you work yourself to, I feel like you work yourself up to bigger affirmations. You work yourself up to stronger, more powerful affirmations as you earn the trust from yourself. Learn to trust yourself. Learn to, not lie to yourself. Like, that's something that I do. Like, I'll be lying to myself. You know what I mean? And not in a delusional type of way, but in a, oh, I plan to do X, Y, Z and don't do it. So I feel like now is a time to get back to trusting myself again and to say when I'm going to do something, I do the thing every time that I say I'm going to do it. And from there, I'll be able to affirm bigger things and manifest bigger things is the word I really feel like I'm trying to use. But I think I'll be able to just bring better into my life with that more powerful, focused, strong, clear energy that just comes from sacrificing some of the, distractions that make you feel comfortable, honestly. So everybody keep y'all heads up. I ain't gonna be away too long because I got some more content for y'all coming. And keep it juicy.